So I truly do see how the rational, perhaps skeptical mind can uh, be very dismissive of ask and you shall receive. It seems so childish and simplistic and obviously and evidently inaccurate because people ask for things all the time and they don't receive. I actually remember conducting this experiment. Maybe I was 4 years old and all the other kids had TV sets and we didn't. And I just sat in bed for an hour and just imagined that when I opened my eyes, there would be a TV set. And I was trying really hard why a 4-year-old would conduct this experiment, just to use their imagination, of course. And when I opened my eyes, there continued to be no TV set. But now as I look across my room, there's a TV set. Wow. Now there was a little time lag in there. So when you realize that when we ask, it is always given, and this is such a challenging thing for us mere mortals to get, is that when you ask, it is always given immediately. Well, what do you mean immediately? I mean that it's set up for you in consciousness, in energy, in vibration, and manifestation. These are tough words to come up with, but it's set up for you, the stuff you ask for, it's set up for you in an unseen world that is the unfolding of all of your future events of your existence. Call it karma, call it cause and effect. It doesn't matter what you call it. It's operational, and it's operational all the time. I think as modern humans, we do recognize that what we do see with our human eyes and our senses is a mere infinitesimal fraction of what's actually seen. And so we're always asking and we're always receiving. Now, the challenge is, and here's a model that I've been using my whole life, and I especially use it in my coaching, and I do respect your time. So I'm going to explain the entire universe and how everything works in about 2 minutes. You ready? Seatbelts on. So there's really two of you. There's a mortal you sitting in your physical body, your meat suit, I call it. And then there's the spiritual you that was never born, will never die, is eternal, immortal, perfect, pristine. It's the part of you that's connected to God, as it were. Of course, religions have many words around this. Hindus say Atman and Brahman. Christians might say soul and spirit. Doesn't matter what you call it. There's a big you and a little you. And the part of you that's here now is just the smallest little fraction of you. And you're a narrow little focusing increment in a world filled with a myriad of choices and options, contrast and clarity. And as you sift and sort through this mortal life, you see what you like and you see what you don't like. And when you see what you don't like, you ask for what you do. Grow up in crappy conditions, you ask for harmony and peace. Grow up in ill health, you ask for health and vitality. Grow up in scarcity, you ask for abundance and prosperity. It's immediately answered. Where is it answered? In your larger sense of self. And then it's all lined up for us. Now, the problem is the mortal mind tends to pay attention to the problem rather than the solution. The mortal mind becomes habituated, addicted, if you will, to the focus of the contrast, the thing that we don't like. And as many famous philosophers and scientists, including Einstein, said, the mind that creates the problem is different than the mind that solves the problem. This is the challenge. It's possible to be in a problem and ask, and the answer is all lined up, and yet stay in your whole life apart from and misaligned from the solution. Some people get so good at this fine tuning, they ask, they receive, they ask, they receive, because they're really good at being solution oriented. It's a cultivated sense within them. They can feel the pinch of the problem or the contrast. And then rather than remaining in the negativity, the problem, the dilemma for an extended period, like me, 60 years without a TV set, I'm exaggerating, but you get the idea. There's so much that you've asked for that's all lined up for you in terms of health, beauty, peace, pleasure, intimacy, joy, truth. There's enough lined up for you for your next 50 lifetimes. The only question is, will we align with it, or will we remain in resistance to it? Alignment, resistance. 5 cents, please. Lucy has got nothing on that description of reality, I've got to say. So now you can unpack that forever. Just remember that if you're suffering, you're in resistance of something that you've asked for. And suffering is good because suffering burns off the resistance inside of us that has everything we could ever ask for. I don't know if you got it, but I sure did. I'll see you tomorrow and we'll continue on this subject. Just remember, everything you want and ask for is being held in vibrational escrow. It's collecting interest daily. And all you got to do is get into alignment with it. See you.